recently passed your House Bill 1393, which protects homeowners from construction defects. Would you please give us a short description of your bill and how this legislation was formed?
Sure. First of all, it recognizes the fact that for most families in the state of Washington, or anywhere in the country for that matter, the biggest investment they make is in their home. It's not only the biggest financial investment, but there's a huge emotional investment in those four walls that sort of contain your family and the memories that grow up over, 5, 10, 15, 20 years there. So the bill was essentially an attempt to assure homeowners that when you purchase a new home, you should have some assurity that the home is built well and that it's free from defects. We've been trying to perfect a home construction bill for at least 2 or 3 years now. This is a product of a work group that I headed up starting last June. It's been working for the last 8 or 9 months. It had homeowners, construction engineers, contractors, had insurance people, trying to figure out a way to provide homeowners with a warranty so that in the event that they do have some construction problems, that they have a way to resolve them. The most important part of the bill is, while the warranties are there, it sets up an alternative dispute resolution process. So if you have a complaint with your contractor, you can report that to a board, and they will go out and actually look at the problem. They'll say, it's sort of like an insurance adjuster. Comes out, looks at the damage, and makes a determination as to the degree to which the contractor needs to fix it, or perhaps maybe it was a problem because the homeowner didn't maintain it. That's entirely possible. But it puts the decision of adjudicating that complaint in the hands of professionals who understand construction. It's based on an Oregon model that's been in existence for a long time, and we're pretty confident that this will take care of the vast majority of the complaints, and homeowners can be assured that if a complaint does arrive, it'll get fixed.
You recently voted to pass House Bill 2261, which will make the most sweeping reforms to the state's K-12 funding system in 30 years. Will you please talk about your reasons for supporting this bill?
Actually, my reasons probably go back 35 years, if I think about it. I taught elementary school back in the 70s, and when I taught school back then, Washington State ranked in the top 5 in the nation in per pupil spending and class size. We're now, depending on what you read, we're in the bottom 5. And quite frankly, that should be an embarrassment to this state. And many of us have been working hard down here to try and figure out a new system of delivering education. There are 2 elements to the bill. One is to recognize that we have a serious funding crisis. We don't have enough money that's flowing into education. We used to spend 50% of our general fund budget. Now it's down to 40%. So one of the important elements of the bill, and one of the reasons why I supported it, is it sets up a new funding mechanism. And we will commit that 50% of the revenue growth in the state above 5%, which is kind of our typical yearly growth, that 50% of anything above that level will automatically go to the K-12 account. So it's a way of guaranteeing a continuous stream of revenue into K-12 education. Given the current economic crisis, that's not going to happen for a couple of years, but we're going to put that legislation in place so that it will later. The other part I like about the bill, it finally recognizes that, for example, all-day kindergarten and transportation should be services that are part of basic education. And we've expanded that definition. We've set up a model school. If you have a school of 600, here's how it should be staffed. So I'm pretty pleased with that effort. It's a great first step, and I'm hoping that it puts us on the road to getting back to where it was when I taught school 35 years ago.